performance audio off. Namaskara. A very happy Sharan Navratri to each one of you. Like always, Lefafa, the group of women who are interested in the idea of Indic feminism, are bringing their Cynosure program, 9 minutes with Navadurga. Like always, all of these years, we have had interviews of women who resonate the quality of the Devi of that particular day. This time, we thought we will have a slightly different approach to the same program, 9 minutes with Navadurga. And that is, this time we thought, let us go into history and look for those queens, some of whom we have heard and some of whom we have not heard about, and speak about them, select a few of them, and speak about those queens who resonate the quality of that day's Devi. Now, why did we decide to take the difference? Two reasons. One, because it's important to know that this concept of womanhood being divine, the feminine energy being present during all the times, needs to be ingrained, imbibed, and accepted by us as faith. And so we thought, okay, let us go into history and look for those women. Second, most important reason was somehow, unfortunately, there is one thought that has come in, wherein we speak about the empowerment of women happening because of the influx of Western ideology. On the contrary, if I have to say so, and I will, it is the influx of the Western ideology that has limited our powers. If we look at the women of Bharat, the ancient India, the kind of power, the kind of assertion that they would show, trust me, we are not even a quarter close to what they had been doing. In order to get back the same assertion with responsibility, of course, and in order to imbibe in us the quality of the Navadurgas, we present to you with Navadurga 2025. Today, being the first day of Navaratri, it's the day of Shailaputri, is a goddess who is from the mountains. And so, who else than Karnavati of the Kadwal kingdom, known as Nakati Rani, to be the queen of the day for us. We have with us Tilottama, the curator of 9 Minutes with Navadurga.
I agree with all of that. I just want to add one little thing. I agree with all of that. I just want to add one little thing, a little bit of why we decided to do this. One of the things is that we still tend to look at our history, just because of the way we've been taught in school, we tend to look at it from the colonial patriarchal gaze. So everything is with regard to a very Anglo-Western and very their version of, patriarchal everything is interpreted in that way. So we wanted to kind of look at our queens. No, they're not all queens, as you will see, but look at our women and just to make sure, to be clear about this, we are not the authorities on the history of these people. We are also doing research, we are looking, reading up things, etc. The whole purpose of these 9 days is so that we try and get you interested in reading up on them. And very importantly, we want you to interpret what you read with your own understanding of Indian culture. Don't go by what XYZ, sitting somewhere else in the world tells you is what you need to think about your people. So that is the whole purpose of this. So you could like what we say, you could dislike it, you could disagree with us. You're most welcome to, comment and fight with us on Twitter. But please do listen, and please do understand that this is more about trying to get you excited about the past, about how things were. The other thing is that on purpose, we picked people who are not too ancient, not 2,000 or 5,000 years ago, but pretty much you'll be surprised at how recent some of them are, and you will also be surprised at how recently we lost a lot of our agency as women to the colonial patriarchal version. Okay, so with that, I'm going to just jump into Rani Karnavati of Ghadwal. And by the way, there are two Rani Karnavatis. One is from Ghadwal, and the other famous one is from Chittor. So not to confuse the two. Ghadwal is in the Himalayas, the Uttarakhand region. Okay, so surprisingly, as I discovered when I was reading up on this, the Ghadwal kingdom has been around since 1823, where it was first established. And Rani Karnavati that we're talking about, she took over in 1631. Now, Ghadwal had mines of silver, copper, and gold. And apparently it was so rich that the royal family used to eat off plates of solid gold. So naturally, everybody wanted a part of this. So when Rani Karnavati took over, she had to defend her kingdom from Kumaon, Sirmaur, and Tibet. So there were people who were attacking from all those places. But the story that we especially want to talk about is when the Mughal king Shah Jahan, and of course his successors as well, but basically they looked at this and said, oh, this would be a nice kingdom to try and loot. So basically they, in 1640, Shah Jahan sent across somebody to Rani Karnavati and said, I'm so powerful, etc., etc. Why don't you sort of pay us so that we don't attack you? Typical kind of behavior that a lot of oppressors have. So Rani Karnavati said, nothing doing. Do what you like, but we refuse to be like a vassal state to you. We are going to do our own thing. We are an independent kingdom. So Shah Jahan sent a huge contingent of troops. So something like about 30,000 soldiers under one general. So I'm seeing this in English, so I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but it sounds like something like Najabat Khan. So this Mr. General Khan decided to show up with 30,000 people, all strength, power, etc., etc., and they show up in what is Rishikesh today with the troops. Now, Rani Karnavati, she sort of leads those troops, because this is Ghadwal, right? So this is Himalayan foothill. So it's like difficult terrain, dense forest, mountains. You don't know what is going on. So, and she does know what is going on. Her people know what's going on. So she basically leads these people into some treacherous path. These fellows follow. And then the moment they get into the dense forest of the foothills of the Himalayas, she closes the road behind them. So now, all of a sudden, these 30,000 fellows are stuck in the middle of forest with lots of tigers, mountains. People can do all kinds of things, throw, I don't know, rocks down the mountain at them, whatever. They're super scared. Stuck. They have nowhere to go. So then General Najabat Khan, basically, instead of the other way around, he sends a message to Rani Karnavati saying, we're so sorry, but can you sort of let us go, and we will be willing to pay you whatever you want. Let us go. So Rani Karnavati says, sure, you guys can go. But you know what? In the Indian tradition, we don't let people who have lost the war go off without cutting off their noses. So in fact, this is, by the way, why rhinoplasty is one of the earliest recorded surgeries in the history of humankind. And it was recorded in India because, especially in North India, they had this tradition where if you lose the war, they will cut your nose. So the Hindi, if you remember, there is this expression that we all learned in school about, naak katwa diya. So that comes from this system. So she basically so Rani Karnavati tells this General Khan, she says, you can go as long as all of you cut off your noses first. So those guys had no option. So they all did that. And, after properly humiliating them in the worst way possible, she sent them home. So that's how she's known as the Nakati. I'm not sure again of the pronunciation, but she's known as the Nakati Rani. And okay, this is not the only thing she did. She was also, quite a visionary. She's supposed to have built monuments at Navada in Dehradun district. She's the one who got the Rajpur Canal constructed, which is the oldest canal in Dehradun. And as well as, she founded this place called Karanpur, which was just a village then, and sort of basically developed that whole area. And was a super successful, amazing queen. And what is very important, because we are talking about, not having the colonial patriarchal gaze, she was never captured. She was never killed by the bad guys. None of those things. She held her own. She had a amazing reign as queen. And yeah, we are hoping that some of these stories about these amazing women from the past will kind of remind all of us of who we are and what we can do as a country. So thank you so much for listening, and we hope to come back to you tomorrow with another amazing person, another amazing woman who on the day of Brahmacharini, so we will be talking about her then.
Thank you, Tilotama. How imagine the place Shailaputri. Shaila refers to Himalayas, and Parvati is, she was born as the daughter of the Himalayas, and Karnavati is again the daughter of Himalayas with all the powers, the strength, and no hesitation to use the strength. That makes a huge difference. Thank you, Tilotama. That was amazing. Just another, small information to every one of you. There's also another series along with the 9-minute with Navadurgas that we usually run every year. This time we are going with another series, of course, again curated by the Tilotama again, wherein the idea was, fine, these are women who have imbibed the qualities of the Devi. Now, what about those youngsters who wish to imbibe the quality of the Devi, and what is that quality of the Devi that they should be looking for? So we requested another, should I say, a fellow student, because she's also into learning a lot into the Devi, and she's one of the Upasakas, studies the Lalita Sahasranama and Devi Mahatme, Srimati Pallavi. So Pallavi is doing one series for us this time through the 9 days, wherein she will be giving out the interpretation of each Devi as per her understanding. So do listen in to the other series as well. We will be posting them. They will not be run live, unlike this. So we will be posting those videos on YouTube. I'm sure X, parts of it on X also. Yeah, so happy Navratri, happy Festival of Womanhood, and meet you tomorrow with Brahmacharini.
Both of us, because you're just giving me credit, but yeah, it's both of us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.